Welcome back. Whitmer Panthers have been unstoppable this season, especially on the defensive side of the ball. Next up, the Clay Eagles. Steve Slivka live at Clay Memorial Stadium with more. Steve.
David, of course, everybody has Whitmer circled on their schedules, and that includes the Clay Eagles, including the cheerleaders. Clay quarterback Josh Pennington leads the track in passing this season. He's only a junior. Pennington completes 59% of his passes. He's thrown for over 1,200 yards, and he has 10 touchdowns. Trouble, though, right from the start for the Eagles. Opening kick, Jay Smith loses the piggy. The Panthers jump all over the fumble, and later that leads to a field goal for Whitmer. Back to Pennington, first drive of the game for Clay, short route to Kyle Rowe. 27 yards later, touchdown Rowe, and Pennington's 11th score this season through the air. Clay up 6-3. Whitmer takes over in the second quarter. Trey Sterrett, short run in the end zone, 10-6 Panthers. And midway through the quarter, Whitmer scores again on the legs of quarterback Nick Holly. This is all part of 37 unanswered points from Whitmer. Panthers win 37-6, but they say it wasn't easy.
It was ugly early, you know. We had to overcome some penalties and missed plays. Our kids, were playing on our heels a little bit at the beginning, and then finally come out of half, we started getting on our toes and playing downhill.
We didn't have our best week of practice, and it really showed. I don't think we played our best game. I mean, my teammates and my coaches agree with me. We just got to go back to the drawing board and just play how we play. This wasn't really a good game for us.
We came in the season as underdogs, and we felt like we had something to prove. So on a roll right now, hopefully we keep it going.
But Dave, we still have smiles on our faces out here at Clay High School. But as for Whitmer, the Panthers obviously now 6-0 on the season. But hey, the Panthers have another tough test next week when they head back home to Whitmer to take on Findlay.
Thank you, Steve. Way to get the cheerleaders to use their inside voices there at the end. Well, it seems like Whitmer is on a Three Rivers collision course with Central Catholic. Irish also perfect on the season. Still number 1 in the state in D2, facing Fremont Ross. Early on, Irish get gutsy, 4th and 7 to Sean Kaiser, to Cedric Gray Jr. That moves the chains. Then on the very next play, Paul Moses moves the scoreboard, plows over people for the touchdown. Now, same scenario plays itself out a few minutes later. 4th down, Kaiser to Jeremiah Braswell. New set of downs, then Moses to the promised land. Let my people go. Central still undefeated, 42-21. Findlay trying to bounce back after last week's loss to Central. Next up, St. Francis. First possession, Trojans. Hand off to Vance Settlemeyer. Couple of cutbacks, and then he finds the sideline. 52 yards for the touchdown. Findlay up 7-0. But this game, absolute shootout. We had a lot of those tonight. St. Francis first possession, David Neese to Andrew Bonfiglio. Nice pitch and catch. We're tied at 7. But Findlay had more offense tonight. Once again, Settlemeyer to the house. Trojans light up the scoreboard. 61-42 winners. You know, believe it or not, St. John's 1-4 really needed to win over Lima Senior. First quarter, Titans on the board. Brogan roll back to Craig Mays. Hookup makes it 7-zip. Second quarter, same connection. This time the 6'3 sophomore shows off the vertical. 14-7 Johns, and they blow it open from there. Enough throwing. Roback wants to take one himself. Reaching, lunging, diving for the pylon. Titans roll 50-7. Now, I know we're 13 ABC, but let's go to the NBC just once. Eastwood and Rossford. Bulldogs moving the ball, doing it underneath. Ryan Clay to Sean McCormick. Tons of space ahead. McCormick thinking 6, but he's dragged down inside the 5. Led to a short touchdown. Eagles come back, though. Jake Schmeltz back in the game after he left with an injury. Schmeltz to Skylar Dierker up the sideline. Eastwood scores a couple of touchdowns, and they win this thing 14-7. Coming up next, probably the best matchup of the night, Bellevue and Tiffin Columbian. But first, time for some pro bono broadcasting courtesy of you.
Football Friday, we'll be right back.